Well, good morning, everybody. Today is the 26th of January 2021. It's actually Australia Day. But anyway, I just thought I'd comment on this. I put this photo on my Flickr and my Facebook, and no doubt I'll put this video up too. The point is, why create a so-called travel bubble between Australia and New Zealand, then stop it for 3 days and start it again? That's what's happened now. How many times are we going to have to put up with this? I feel that this is going to go on. I know it might sound controversial, and I can't prove it, but only time will tell. When they get about 50% or more of the population, and they're aiming for 85%, vaccinated, they will just take away all these travel restrictions and lockdowns, border closures and what have you, and just say anyone who flies overseas will be vaccinated, and anyone who's coming in from overseas will be vaccinated. On the surface, that sounds great, but there's a lot of controversy as to whether the vaccinations really work. And the Pfizer vaccination, which is said to be 95% effective, is effective against what? They do not know whether it can still allow people to spread the disease if they've got it. It takes away 95% of the symptoms of the strain, let's say. Well, that's great. And that means that you don't feel it when you do get it. And then you spread it like wildfire because you don't know you got it. So is this what's going to happen? We're going to go for what is called herd immunity. So we're spending multiple billions of dollars to get herd immunity. And what do we have? A 99% survival rate from the virus. They're making a big deal about it. They showed it. Oh, for every 1,000 people who get COVID-19, 10 will die. That is a 99% exactly percentage of survivors. So all the billions of dollars are going to people like Bill Gates, who has cornered the Western market in vaccines, whether you're talking about America, Britain, Australia, whatever, whoever produces vaccines. The only places he couldn't get was China and Russia. The question is still open. Does the vaccination prevent COVID-19? I think there are a lot of people in this world that want an answer to that. Anyway, my main concern right here is the travel bubble, as they call it. And I believe that we're going to have a situation in the next 12 months that if things are not fully resolved and the borders and lockdowns are stopped completely, you will find that airlines such as Virgin and Jetstar in Australia, and no doubt a lot of other airlines around the world, will close down forever. It is even proposed to have the major airline in Australia, which is Qantas, cut by thousands of staff and planes, and they would survive, presumably they would survive all this, but come back on a reduced scale. And then, as I've been saying often by transport interests, building a railway line from Melbourne to the airport is a waste of money and time. Building a second airport in Sydney and connecting it by heavy rail and metro and all that is a waste of time. And what might occur in the case of Sydney is they might convert the airport site into a major city and fill it with accommodation and businesses and what have you, and just simply abandon the airport proposal. And for anyone who scoffs at all of that, remember this: the Dumbarton to Malden railway line out of Sydney, and out, in other words, into the Illawarra region and southern region of New South Wales, was 80% complete when it was abandoned. All it required was the tracks. There was tunnels, bridges, right away, everything was built. So then it got abandoned. So you think about that in relation to the new Badgerys Creek Airport in Sydney.